Welcome back to Dreamers Destiny at HMS, and maybe you've just tuned in right now. Osaduzele your host to Aps Kaizer Motaung, and this is your favorite show. And today, remember, who are just taking us through about her journey behind her company called Buyisi Temba. Now, let's get to know her more. Now, Mama, you have started a company now, and yes. Onosebets are getting some sort of a salary, only shoka salary how every month. Now you're starting your own journey as a business woman. What were the challenges when the company was still, on the foundation phase?
You don't just leave your work you don't leave your work work you start a company because it's important for you to be established in your business, to be established. But I said in my case it was like incorporating everything. The challenge is it's about balancing everything. There's time for musebeti, there is time for my business, there's time for different things. I get it. Yeah. Now,
Buyisi Temba, what is it that you actually do in the business? Do you sell fat cakes? What do you do?
So Buyisi Temba, it's a four-legged organization. Honali, the community side, building, community development side, and then there's the business. There is a publishing side.
Oh, publishing side.
Yes, publishing where we do books, like the normal. Books. And then there is also Buyisi Temba Academy, which focuses on like training, ministry equipment, NPO equipment, and also business equipment. And then there is another side, another wing, Lanka coaching and training.
Oh, I see.
Coaching and mentorship.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so that's what Buyisi Temba do.
Yeah, that's what
it's four-legged, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's focus mainly on the publishing side.
Yes.
All right, because I need to understand. What I understand as you are dealing with authors now, and I'm sure you're also an author yourself.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How many books have you written so far?
I've written many books. I co-authored.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but about 18 books.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
18 books, all in all.
Yes.
Wow. And I see there's another one. So is this the latest one?
Yeah, this is just a summary. I'll tell you about this one. Yeah, that's another one.
I understand. Now, as a publishing company, what are some of the challenges? Let's focus on publishing that you experienced. Buyisi Temba, I started it as actually the first publication was the community newspaper, where I was profiling people who are making a difference in society, NPOs and all that. So the authors that I used to attract to Buyisi Temba, but most of them were challenged financially, but they're people with great stories. I'm talking about your ex-convicts, abused women, abuse and substance, but the victims are alcohol and substance abuse. Some but sick, but also we've done spiritual books, cookbooks, and leadership books. Nice one.
But now the challenge, your question is about the challenge. When we deal with people, maybe they're not financially well, and then we have to publish. Then because a publisher it's
money.
It's money. So it becomes a challenge sometimes.
Oh, I see.
So I have developed different models, different publishing models. But now it's still a challenge because even the author, we'll loan you Chelet, and then once you have to publish your book, then we're not
pay us back. Yes.
No, that doesn't happen, and which is a challenge because people, I think, and then I try to explain, you know what, there are many people, many authors, they also want to be published. So
exactly.
So yeah, those are the challenges.
Those are the challenges. Now, those challenges, do affect the young, because come on and stuff like that. So now you are dealing with people that don't want to pay now, and as a businesswoman you also need to make money. Then how does it affect you on a personal level?
No, I don't allow it to affect me on a personal level. Instead, I actually came up with a workshop where I teach people like the options.
Okay.
You know what? If you want to publish your book, this is what you can do. Like for an example, you can organize a workshop or you can organize an event. We charge let's say we charge a $450 per person. What's about $250 it goes to the publishing cost. So you can do the workshop. You can do go find different ways to raise the funds.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one. But at least now you've managed to come up with a strategy so how to deal with this problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just come up with a project. I've helped another guy who form a project drug and substance abuse. Atusa the guys, and then I proposal.
I see.
I approach a company, and then company has sponsored the whole project.
Okay.
Now, more sponsorship in sale, it included the book.
Oh, I see.
Which covered the publishing cost.
Yes. So now it was a bit easier.
Yeah. So it's easier that way. So there are different options.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to ask you this question. What makes a good author?
It's a great author. There's a lot of things, but the story, the story must be, attractive.
Okay.
The story must a true story. Iba interest about that and it must be relevant. The story must be relevant, not just a story say far-fetched.
I'm asking because I've seen a lot of people just writing for the sake of writing. That's why I had to ask you this, or what makes a good author. But maybe before we go to an ad break, let me quickly ask you, when did you discover when you're an author?
I think it was in from 2010, 2012. Yeah, because I started writing. My first book was actually a poetry book.
Okay.
I wrote some poems, and then I also did an event because I used to do events. I did an events journal, and I did a business journal. I never published those ones. Yeah. So. Yeah. But I think, because I was going through challenges before 2010, and I found myself, like I normally say, in a pit.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
All right.
I'm so sorry to kick your throat. We are going to continue because we are interested in knowing already through those challenges, how did you come out? We go higher. Beautiful story, interesting journey of a lady who went out to say, I need to start a company. And what stands out for me, she's even helping others to push and achieve their dreams. Bona re ya khutla re sa ilo lwa metsi ha re khutla mo re tla be re utlwa hape go me do rona bophelo ba hae ka re challenge botho se pele bjang. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Dreamers Destiny at HMS. Anyone else, maybe you've just joined us now. Kidutili, this amazing woman who are just taking us through her journey. Yabu pelo ba rona kara business na ofitile kara the challenges. Now man, aksabatla was saying that because before Hilona meeting, there was a time when we were going through challenges. But now, what I want to know is, how did you manage to pick yourself up out of those challenges and as also a businesswoman?
I think you find yourself in that pit. You find yourself, you discover yourself. And once you discover yourself, you focus on, starting something is related to what you believe to be your calling.
Yes.
So that's how I started September.
Oh, okay.
And once only working on your calling, diba easy.
Yeah,
because of you're working on your calling.
Of course. No, amazing. But now here is a book before us. Yeah, this beautiful book before us. I can see it's very colorful. In fact, I can see omotodi colors. So you love colors, and your book is very colorful as well. Maybe quickly. Just tell us about the book. Okay,
so this is a book. It's celebrating 50 years of God's sufficient grace. Compiled when I was turning 50. It's a community auto autobiography, an outreach autobiography. My journey with different organizations, community organizations, and the books that changed my life, and also the books that I've written, Kidi Summarizer.
Okay.
I talk also about how different step of how you translate your message into a book.
Okay, maybe take us through that couple, yes.
Yeah. I normally talk about 10 steps of how to translate. Firstly, you need to have a vision.
Okay.
The Bible says write down a vision and make it plain. It is important, like even if vision, your book must be
amazing,
must have
powerful,
meaning, must have a vision. Identify the need also more in the society or in the nation, or it can be co-businessing, whatever industry will interested.
Amazing.
It must be in line with your vision as well. Do research.
Okay.
Understand the template of the book, what is needed in
how
the book.
How does it work? Yes.
Yeah, how does it work? And some of the books, they need you to do research so that whatever auto compile, it's
you can't be an author and be lazy to do
research.
Yes.
Yeah. Although you will be telling your story from your heart, but also it's important for you to do research. And also the other thing, partnerships.
Okay.
Some like in the funding, the challenges ka funding. It's important to have the good partnerships. I've helped somebody he didn't have to pay much for the book, because unali mutu namtusa ka editing, unali batu bane bamtusa ka launching the book, unali batu bane bamtusa ka the book cover. It makes it easy for you. Collaboration, it makes it easy for you. And then Kibuaka branding, it's important. Your book must have it's a brand on its own. So a branding it's like identity of the book, the image of the book. So it must be well branded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
There's so much to talk about, and I believe the producers, but I don't going up next time. But now, thank you so much, and viewers at home, an amazing woman, an amazing story. But now, quickly, how do we get hold of you? Can you please just give us maybe how we can contact you if we want the books?
Yeah, you can contact me on 078 370 6581, Facebook Dodi Buthelezi, Instagram but Dodi Buthelezi as well.
Thank you so much. Viewers at home, Dreamers Destiny at HMS, and I believe that more than one notebook because what's about now Marcia Shokane, who's going to be giving us amazing business tips on how to progress in the business world. And it's bye for me now, Leader Voice. I'm going to see you again next time, same place, and we love you so much. Take care. You need to start to dream in order for you to achieve your dreams. A favorite quotable quote by Abdul Kalam. And my name is Kaizer Motaung, aka The Voice, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Dreamers Destiny at HMS. This is a platform where we get a chance to interact, to engage with the game changers, the movers and the shakers, people who believed and dreamed that their dreams are possible. And today, our guest today, who's going to come and share her story, her journey of how she had to achieve her dreams through thick and thin. Just like I want to know her. Ma dumela. Wow, I must say, what a perfect color combination.
Wow.
You look fly, you look beautiful.
Orange is my favorite color.
I see that.
Yes.
Then, what is the meaning behind orange?
Ooh, orange, there's another meaning of fire. It's fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But there's many different meanings. Yeah.
Before we get to that, I will want to go ahead and tell them what I'm going to
Dumelanko Hai, my name is Dodi Buthelezi.
Okay.
Originally from Soweto, Muletsani, but now I'm living in the east.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And also, thank you so much and welcome to Dreamers Destiny at HMS.
Thank you.
Yes. And I can see the fire. I can see the fire in you. Plus, it's a little dress code.
Uskaj.
I get it.
Yes.
Nice one. Now, also, you just mentioned Otsolo Muletsane ko Soweto.
Yes.
Maybe just take us through a little bit. Ke mo o holetseng hona, ke mo o beletseng hona, wa ba wa holla hona.
Yes, I was born in Muletsane, ko Baragwanath Hospital.
Okay.
It's now called Chris Hani
Yes,
Hospital.
yes.
Ke tswaletswe mo, ke holetse mo,
Okay.
ko Moloi Street.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, nice. And then growing up, the siblings, how many siblings were you having?
Mama ka ona le bana ba 6.
Okay.
I'm the firstborn.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So,
yeah, ke nna ne ke tshwere marapo. Yeah, so controversy ko re ke na le bana ba 6 by 1.
Okay.
Yena na le 6.
Oh, okay.
So ne ke se ke khathetse.
I get no, I see. Meaning you play the role
yes,
now.
Yeah,
I see. Oh, but now you say you have moved to
Ke dula ko Sanot Park in Boksburg.
Sanot Park. Oh, nice. Now, Mabutelezi, there's a reason why we are here today.
Yes.
Because I always say to people, everybody has got a story. And how do you more reward about now, I understand that you are in a business world.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe let's start there. What is the name of your business or your company?
It's Buisi Temba.
Okay.
Yeah, Buisi Temba Projects and Investments.
Buisi Temba Projects and Investments.
Yes, yeah.
I believe this name carries.
Yes. Yeah, you know what? It's I've got a Buisi Temba NPO and the business.
So it's 2 legs.
Yeah, but it's one name.
Oh, okay.
But different registration.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this baby Buisi Temba.
Yeah.
I get it. What inspired Buisi Temba? What happened? Please take us through. What happened? Why did you sit down and say Buisi Temba?
Okay. Ke run a business before.
Okay.
Exposure events.
Okay.
The focus was on events, catering, deco, and all weddings and all that. And I used to organize the events.
Oh yes. Yes.
And then along the journey, some a hiccup hanyani.
Okay.
And Leona exposure
okay.
Wabanali
some challenges.
Okay. Stop hanyani.
Okay.
And I was going through a journey of discovery.
Understand.
Yes. So more journey nyaka discovery. That's where I discovered Buisi Temba.
Okay.
And there's this other lady. Interview you always need to have, when you start a business, it's important to have a business plan and a purpose plan.
Okay.
So it's not only about business and making money, but it must have a purpose.
Powerful right there.
So Buisi Temba, it's a Zulu word for restoring hope.
Okay.
So there is it's also about fixing faulty foundations and healing the wounds of society. So that's where the name is coming from. The main thing, the purpose, is to give hope to the hopeless, to society.
Powerful. Wow. Because I wanted to ask you, Buisi Temba, let's work guys. So now you've broke down very nicely. Yeah. Because we don't understand why Buisi Temba. But now, before we get to Buisi Temba, there's something I want to ask you. Before you venture into the business world, or no udiram before then, were you employed? Or it's how no school business. What happened?
Yeah, I studied computer science, BSc computer science from Wits University, and then I started working as an IT consultant.
Also, you're working before?
I am professionally, I'm an IT person.
Oh, nice.
So I was working in the IT industry, fraternity, and then part-time, the events.
Oh, so
yes.
This thing, your business
yes. I think Kinga from my mother. My mother is naturally a business person.
Okay.
And all that. Yes.
I mean, growing up.
Yeah, now, growing up. Yeah.
The shift now from a professional IT specialist, to a business woman. I get it. How was the experience?
It was not a shift. It's just incorporating business more. But originally, when I was doing it, I thought it was going to be a shift.
Okay.
But now, as we grow, like 7 streams of different streams of income. So, no man, I don't have I just have to balance everything. You know, I love the Proverbs 31 woman in the Bible.
The Proverbs woman, yes.
It says she was a noble woman, she was a businesswoman, she was a philanthropist, she was a wife. All those things, she was balanced.
She was married,
so she's one of my role models.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it was no longer now grower. No, it's not long. It's not a shift as such, but it's just, you know, exploring different gifts.
Amazing.
You know, yeah.
Amazing. Viewers at home, today because I've told you we're dealing with real people with real stories. Now today we are seated here and who's going to tell us more about the journey behind Buyisi Themba. Don't go anywhere. Okay.